everybody, welcome back to Animal Crossing Everyday. My name is Explody, you're watching Animal Crossing. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna get ready to go rolling, says Ed right here. Seems to be wearing his underpants over the top of his trousers like he's some kind of super horse. That's fine. I'm not gonna question that at all. That's just a normal thing that people do. I'm not gonna worry about that. Ed, you do you. You know, you do whatever it is that makes you happy. This is what makes you happy? You got some real problems. Oh, did that change my costume for good? Oh dear. That was an expensive costume. Ooh. So if anybody wonders why I'm dressed like this, yesterday was Halloween. I got cursed by Mitzi and she gave me this uniform. And it hasn't changed back. So that's not good. Hang on, let me see. Some of these presents are incorrect. This is correct. Is this correct? That's correct. Is this correct? Correct. Is this correct? No. Crazy Rebel keep. Throw that letter from home away, don't need it. Bubbles. I realize this is a little cuckoo, but I've decided to move. Have I lost it? No! I've just got to try to get a fresh start. I don't even know where I'm going yet. See you. Goodbye, Bubbles. Gonna miss you. Yeah, I got some points. Excellent. I wonder what Tom Nook says. We've a special offer to dentist in Cubby Hole. There's always a wide variety of other items as well when it's standby. Cubby Hole. Well, doesn't that sound delightful? We got a blue corner, a black king, a covered wagon, a mannequin piece. Well, we sound like we had a great time at Halloween. All these treats and no tricks, but we did get a trick. We got a trick. We have a different costume. And the other one we have, I think, was pretty expensive. And so now we've got this. And we also saw Jack O'Lantern, and we didn't have any candy for him, so that didn't work out too well. Maybe he was the one that cursed us for this uniform. I don't remember. Somebody go back and watch the video and tell me what happened, alright? Because I don't remember what happened. I was too busy eating a big sandwich, like a real big sandwich. Not as big as like a Scooby-Doo sandwich, but still, you know, sizable, I would say. Considerable. A pretty big sandwich, you know. I was pretty happy with it. It was a good lunch. Full, you know. It was pretty good. So now that we're here, why don't we get some more raffle tickets? We'll do that. We'll buy this little desk chair. A writing desk for writing. Clever stuff. So that was Halloween over. We're on the home stretch towards Christmas. If you're watching this in real time, we're obviously on the home stretch to Christmas anyway. But in this game, it's now November. Whereas in real life, it's been November for like 2 weeks. 3 weeks? 3 weeks. It's almost December. So that shows you how far behind this game is. I don't want to talk to Timmy and Tommy. I want to buy a satellite. Space satellite. A satellite does interest me. I am suspicious, however, of seeing a satellite in the middle of this little shop. Imagine if you went into your local shop and you saw a satellite spinning around, and your people were like, are you interested? You'd be like, obviously I'm interested in a satellite, but is it good? That's the question. I used to work in a shop called Poundland, where everything was a pound. I know, amazing. To be fair, not everything was a pound, and that used to get into problems with the clientele because people would come up and go, they'd look at the price at the end of their shop and go, what? This is incorrect. Everything's supposed to be, this is supposed to cost me 49 pounds, not 50 pounds. And then go through everything and say, this particular item here is 2 pounds, not 1 pound. And then they would throw their hands up in the air and say, this is ridiculous. It's supposed to be Poundland, not 2 Poundland. Everything is supposed to cost 1 pound. I can't believe something in the shop costs more than 1 pound. As if that is a good way for you to actually make any money whatsoever. I'm so angry. Forget the whole thing, and then they just like leave all their shopping at the till and I have to put it back. This happened before. This was a whole lot of fun. If you're that kind of person that does that in retail, don't be that person. Don't do that, right? It's not fun. The people who work there fucking hate you, right? And they will remember your face. That's a fact. And we worked there one year, and we were selling drones for Christmas. And I was really excited because it had a camera on it. And I thought, wow, like a drone with a camera on it. You know, I was making films at the time. In my head, oh, I was buzzing. I was like, oh, think of the things I could do with that. Like the cool shots you could get, you know. You could do like a big sweepy shot. You wouldn't need like a boom camera or anything like that. You could just use a drone. Not that I know how to pilot a drone, but I'm sure I could figure it out, you know. And so I was like, yeah, send me, and they were expensive little fuckers. They didn't cost £1, let me tell you. They cost significantly more than £1. So I was like, set one aside for me. And then I looked up the statistics of the camera online, and I'm like, wow, this is not a good camera, right? And if it's not a good camera, oh, hi Mitzi, by the way. Do you check your mail every day? I do, Mitzi, I do, thank you. Then if it's not a good camera, perhaps it's not a good drone either. And it's probably not worth spending £50 on. £50, by the way, probably isn't a whole lot to spend on a drone. But if you don't have any money and you work in Poundland, Mitzi? How did you get down here? Hi Mitzi. Ooh. Would you like to take this holly bonsai from me? Okay. My house is completely full. I was gonna dump it. Alright, Mitzi. Bye. You didn't fall down? You didn't fall off that cliff, did you? You alright? You okay? She's alright. She's good. Be cool, Mitzi. Stay good, Mitzi. Stay good. Don't hurt yourself. Anyway, so it wasn't a good drone. I'm like, well, you know, when you think about it, that's pretty much par for the course for items you would buy in Poundland, right? If you're gonna buy a quality drone, maybe don't go to a shop called Poundland. For anybody across the pond, the pound is it's like it's the same as a dollar store in America. You know, everything costs $1, but over here, our dollar is called the pound. Although it's worth pretty much exactly the same as $1 these days. Excellent work, United Kingdom government. Great stuff. So, we have Poundland, we have Around the Pound, we have Pound Stretcher. Is Pound Stretcher still around? We used to have Pound Stretcher. I don't know if the Pound Stretcher is still around. We have all sorts of these like little shops where you can buy stuff for £1, but obviously, logic would tell you that the stuff you get in there, it doesn't cost £1. Sometimes, like, you know, if you went in there and you saw a drone, you're like, that doesn't cost £1. Obviously, it doesn't cost £1. Did we get a new person? No. We didn't get a new person. Bubbles left and she didn't replace herself with a person. It's not often that happens. Bubbles, you bitch. Hi, Tom. It's really good. If you really want some like cheap snacks, go to Poundland. Yeah. I'll give you something nice if you get the correct answer. Which event is held at the pond? Barbecue? Okay. We don't do barbecues here. You'll get nothing unlike it. Come back when you're a little bit more with it. What a nice boy. I'm so glad I'm friends with him. Gwen's going to tell her house. She doesn't want to talk to me. I get it. I get it. So yeah, if you want like cheap snacks, go to Poundland. If you want anything else of any kind of quality, maybe go somewhere else. That's what I'm gonna say. You know, when I used to work there, it was I mean, it was a way to get money. That's what it was, you know. Can't say I was super enthused by it, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, guys. You gotta do what you gotta do, you know. And I did buy a lot of snacks. I bought like a big bar of Galaxy chocolate for £1. Now that's a deal, my friends. That's a deal. Delicious. And let me tell you this, right? I'm gonna get into this. I'm gonna have an argument with people. Because the internet's all about having arguments with people, right? So, come at me, bro. That's what the kids say, right? I don't know. I stopped listening to what kids say a long time ago. I'm no longer a kid. Apparently, I'm a full-grown adult, according to the doctor. But I was like, alright, here's the deal. What's better, Galaxy chocolate or Cadbury chocolate? Alright? That's the question. Americans, you can't answer this because your chocolate tastes like piss. Right? And listen, you're gonna dispute that too. Again, this is the internet, it's for arguments, work away. But dude, if you come over here, like our chocolate tastes sweet and lovely and milky and delicious, and your chocolate, American chocolate, is all chalky and horrible and bleh. Bleh. Right? If I had to describe it using any word, the word I would use is definitely bleh. I licked the microphone when I did that, I'm sorry. It doesn't taste too bad though. It tastes better than American chocolate, that's a fact. So what's better, Galaxy chocolate or Cadbury's chocolate? I think Galaxy chocolate. I think it's way tastier, frankly. If I can be frank for a moment, whatever Frank would say. And I feel like Frank would definitely say Galaxy chocolate. Although, Dairy Milk Caramel, really good. It's really, really good. But I think just overall, if I had to choose between like a little bar of Galaxy chocolate or a little bar of Dairy Milk chocolate, I would absolutely pick Galaxy chocolate. It's really good. So there you go. I mean, that's it. I don't remember any other stories. We're working for Poundland. These are the stories. One time somebody came in and bought £70 worth of stuff, and I had to scan it all through the till, like individually. And then the woman was like, it's supposed to cost £70. I have 70 items. It's supposed to cost £70. I'm like, no, it's a little more than that because some of the items cost a few, you know, £1 or £2 extra. And she's like, which items? Tell me so I can put them back. No, she didn't say that. She said, no, you're wrong. Everything's supposed to cost £70. You're wrong. You work here. You're incorrect. I am correct. Go back through all 70 of the items and tell me which one costs £2. And I had to do that. And it was Christmas. So, like, the shop was really busy. And she had 70 things I had to go back and scan through. And I went through each fucking one of them. I was like, dude, aha, this one, item 74. Or 64. This one costs £2. And then she was like, oh, okay. Sorry. I'm like, I don't want to hear you're sorry, kid. I want to leap over the front of this hill. I'm going to strangle you with my bare hands, which are stronger than my human hands. And she said, I'm going to complain to your manager. And I was like, I am the manager, bitch. I wasn't the manager, but I thought it'd be funny if I said that. And she was like, okay, good. I have to complain about a young man I was talking to earlier. And I'm like, I will reprimand him. Don't worry about that. She was like, excellent. I'm glad I could talk to somebody in charge. Good day. And then she went away. And her grown son, her adult son was with her. And he just kind of shrugged his shoulders. He was like, mothers, am I right? And I shook my head and said, no, you're not right. No. Mothers aren't like this. That's just that old lady is like this. Anyway. This one got weird. I didn't expect to talk about Poundland. I had something else I was going to talk about, and it all came out like this instead, so I guess that's today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be back in tomorrow to complain about something else. Let me know about the chocolate thing. Real interested to hear it, and I'll be back soon. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.